if you are an elementary music teacher, you're familiar with boomwhackers. If you've ever had the long boomwhackers, you know the danger in that, especially in elementary teaching. Sometimes the kids hit them too hard and they bend in the middle. You could still get the same pitch. This was a long boomwhacker which got damaged along the way. It can happen either by the kids hitting them too hard or stepping on them, pushing on them, and then you have a problem. What I decided to experiment with at school, and we're in the middle of our work days, is taking these, cutting them where the bad spot is, and repitching them. I cut this one in half, and I'm trying to make it as level as possible. It's probably not the best idea to use a knife like this, but that's all I have right now. And I'm sure there's a quicker way to do this, maybe by some type of electric sander, but I don't have that either. But I do have something I can level the top out with. I will show you how to use plastic sandpaper to smooth out the edge. Another boomwhacker. Now this is D, or Ray, as you can see. I hope that's coming out straight so you can see it. And it's got a major ding. You'll still play. You'll still get the D sound, of course. But in my opinion, these instruments for elementary teaching are too long. Because of the length, like I said, they like to push down on them, or they hit them too hard because there's too much. They hit them hard just because of the fact they're longer, and they usually have to stand when they play these ones. When they strike the floor, if they're sitting, when they're sitting, it's a little bit more dangerous. So they usually stand and play these, and in my opinion, it's just not a good idea. They're too little. I will cut this one in half carefully. We've got this one cut. Now, obviously, it's no longer going to be D or Ray. So you get two really cool sounds now. I will go check out the pitches on these and see what we come up with. You can see they're different lengths, of course. If you have good relative pitch, you can kind of figure out what notes you have. I'm hearing a major third. I don't have perfect pitch, but it's probably a C. Therefore, a C and an E. Now, I have to do a little repair where they were cut. This is the issue. I still have to trim that off. Then this other one, I'll have to trim some, not as much. These notes may end up slightly sharp since I have to shorten the tubes a little. The longer the tube, the lower the pitch, of course. The smaller the tube, or shorter the tube, the higher the pitch. So I'll trim these up. Another way you can go about trimming these, which is probably a safer way, of course, titanium scissors. Titanium. I'll point like this so nobody gets hurt. Okay, then you trim around until you get it fairly even. Now, like I said, the pitch might be a little higher than the C and E, and I did go check with the piano, and it was C and E, which is a major third, of course. You all know that. So I'm going to trim this top with these scissors. Just thanks to the art teacher I work with here, John. He's awesome. There, that's not bad. And I didn't hurt myself. So next step is plastic sandpaper. Here's the end. You just put it on a flat surface. Go around slowly, always checking. We just want to get the rough edges off and get it fairly straight. One thing about elementary, they always want to put their mouth on it and look through it. Bad idea with a sharp surface. But kids are kids. Back and forth. Nice edge is developing. Getting there for the sake of time. That's the process. It's definitely a little bit sharper than before since I've cut a little bit off. Let me do this one real quick before we wrap things up. Okay. Harmonious. There you go. Now you've saved a boomwhacker and you've created two or more. This was another one. This was a C that was ripped up pretty good. So now you actually end up with two. And if you wanted to make a chromatic set, let's say that you need a C sharp or an E sharp, which is really F, of course, then you're good to go. There's a fifth, right? Perfect fifth. There you go. That's all you need. Scissors, titanium. Have fun and save yourself some money. And you can spend your money on other things, like a new piano.